let's have a look and see what massive piece of shit is about to hit the stand today. Today we've actually got 2 for the price of 1. So I've got 2 racked off rock hoppers, and we're going to look at stripping them both down today, and then we'll get them built up. The reason we've got 2, first of all, the guy I bought them off, he was literally like, I bought the one, and then he was like, you can have the second one. I think I paid 35, maybe 40 pounds for the pair. And secondly, both of my sons have been pestering me for a mountain bike. They've been into their BMXs and now they're into mountain bikes. And they've been pestering me to build them up a mountain bike all summer. Okay, so we'll start with this one. Don't know what year they are. We've got Holotech 2. This one's got a kickstand. Do a kickflip. Okay. They're both pretty shit, but we'll strip them down, do them up. They'll do for the kids. We're only going to fuck about them and ruin them anyway. So. Right. Start off as ever. Let's get these bloody wheels out. So once again, apologies for the shite audio on this. You're not really missing much. I'm just talking bollocks most of the time anyway. But if you do stay tuned all the way through this, you deserve a fucking medal. But yeah, enjoy if you can. Cheers. So the back wheel on this one is actually Mavic Crossmax. Decent, he says. Bearings feel okay. Not bad at all. So that's the back wheel axle. Yeah, we're going to find out in a bit that both of these Mavic wheels are absolutely fucked. Matching front wheel as well. That's definitely rubbing on the brakes as well. Tyres look decent, well the front one looks decent. I've already looked at the back one. Oh, dropped a wheel. Yeah, don't seem to be any splits in the tyre, so that's a bonus. So first thing I'm going to do, as ever, check the chain, see if there's any possibility that we could still use it. So we start on the 0.75 setting. So surprisingly on both bikes, the chains, cassettes and the front chain rings were all in really good condition and fully serviceable and usable. So this chain tool that I'm using is absolute rubbish. I've got a Shimano HG chain tool, and that's seen better days. I usually use a toe peak one, but I couldn't find it. So I've got this old piece of crap chain tool. Don't even know where I got it from, but it was just massacring the chain. But I got it off in the end anyway. We're going to put a new split link on it, so it should be fine. Well, that bottom bracket sounds good, doesn't it? Listen to that. Wow. Pretty sure that's fucked. Not pretty sure, fucking 100% positive that's fucked. I've got this ratcheting screwdriver, work zone. So that's an Aldi special. It's several different bits that you can just pop inside it. That's got a 5mm and a 6mm on there. And then it, like I say, ratchets so you can choose unlock or lock mode. £2. £2. Works a treat. I don't know if it's coming through, if you can hear it, but we've got fucking noisy neighbours in the garden right next to my garage. And they always seem to be out in the garden every time I'm recording. Right fucking piss take. Full of crud. A lot of crud on those jockey wheels. No real play in it though, so that's good. Again, that can go in the parts washer. It's that Dior front neck. I think everything's about Dior level apart from that original. This old lizard skin off, you can go straight in. Disgusting. Oh, that has gone in long stuff. Brilliant. Okay. Let's get rid of this horrible kickstand. What size do we reckon I get? No, I'm not a fan of kickstands anyway. There you go. Excuse me. That's I was saying I'm not a fan of these kickstands. They're heavy and cumbersome. This one's really rusty, so that can go straight in the scrap bin. Filthy flaps. Charming. The Patriot. Yeah, so that was a Filthy Flaps, mud flap, strange name, I know, but there you go. And that one's the Patriot with the Union Jack on it. I think I was just commenting there about how that the Union Jack these days is misappropriated by certain people with a certain agenda. But that's about as political as this video is going to get anyway. Drop something. Drop it. I mean, just look at the state of that. Disgusting. Horrible. I don't even know what fucking colour that was supposed to be originally. So these Avid Juicy brakes felt terrible on the bike, like they were binding stuck on. But once I got them off and took a look at them, they actually seem to be moving quite freely. All the pistons are moving freely, the levers felt okay. So you never know, there might be some hope for these brakes still, if you excuse the pun. You never know, we might still use them. If not on this, maybe on something else. Some budgety bit. Probably end up going back on this because these are just going to be budgety builds. I mean, stack this frame, stack many scratches, that many really bad touch-up jobs. I'm convinced whoever did the touch-up paintwork on this bike to cover all the scratches was absolutely fucking blind. Looks like Stevie Wonder's had a go at it. Drop counting on today already, about 3 things already, I think. Oh yeah. So look at this one, pads wise. Again, loads of material on the pads. And both calipers both pistons want to move. The inside more so than the outside, but we'll probably be able to clean them up and use them anyway. We're going to try and build both bikes up so they're like similar spec, because the last thing I want is 2 teenage lads arguing over whose bike's better than whose. I can tell you this much, they'll probably argue over the bikes anyway, because the gold frame one is in much better shape paint wise than this blue thing, this blue piece of shit. Can you believe that? So I pissed about getting this clip out and just clean it and show you. Just about trying to get this clip out. This is just like a safety measure, these clips things. And I've found this before, but look, there's supposed to be a pin in there that locates onto the axle, and it's completely snapped off because it's so fucking thin. Absolute waste of time. I'm going to see if I've got a spare one of these now. That's going in a bit. I've checked and I haven't got any spare ones at all, so these cranks are going to have to be fitted without those stupid epoxy clips. A fraction of a movement is enough to free it up and get it off. There's a lot of crud back there on that one. These have seen better days. But me, the whole bike's seen better days. I should just be able to push that straight through like so. Looking at the chain rings. We'll know more once we've cleaned them up, but it looks like plenty of wear left in those. They should be alright. I don't think that's the original outer ring. That one looks more like an XT outer ring on there. Let's have a look, see what it says on the back. Can't tell. All of those rings look like they've been changed to me anyway. They're not standard on that Dior crank. They are indeed XT rings, so that was a bit of a bonus there to find those on a Dior crank set. Been there before us fucking about, haven't they? Okay, so we can see without measuring that this is a 68mm bomb bracket because we've got those two drive side spacers and the one non-drive spacer showing on there. Spaces. Keep them because I've only got about 4 million of those already. And you never know when you might need 4 million and two, you know. Yeah, that's food. In the bin. And the other side. But this side is not rough at all. So we'll keep hold of that, clean that up. I'm sure we can make one good one out of two bad ones at some point. Right, let's get these handlebars and stem before the stand has a fit and topples over. So it's a low rise. I quite like that. It's a nice handlebar. We'll use them again. Oh, nearly dropped myself then. There's a big hole there. It's alright, Frank, see, it's only been there all the 5 years you've had the game. Yeah, I twisted my fucking ankle there a little bit, but not too bad. Just got +8, -16 written on both sides. I think it literally changes the head angle. Slightly. Yeah, it does. So you can change, not the head angle of the whole bike, but you can change the angle of your stem. So that's the higher level, higher rise. And if you turn it around the other way, it would be angled far more further down. That's kind of a neat product. I like that. You know, it'd be even neater if without the stem fitted, without the shim fitted, if that was then 1.5 compatible, that'd be awesome. Yeah, but it's not. Not even Specialized gave a fuck about 1.5 steerers back in 2008. In fact, I'm not sure anyone ever gave a fuck about 1.5 inch steerers. Let's travel this one's back. It's dual air, rebound, and compression, all the way to lockout with the, is it a floodgate adjustment on there? I think it's floodgate, I'm not sure. does it work? It's that stiff as you like, that's in locked out, so it should be. Yeah. Open her up. She moves freely. That's good. Wait, compression feels a bit harder, yep. And rebound. Put on max rebound and see if it's noticeably slower. Oh yeah. Okay. I have to say the forks on both of these bikes were working really well on the surface, and I'm not about to go digging inside them to see if there's any issues inside, not when they're still working. Seals are, well, strangely, yeah, you can say seals are starting to show signs of micro cracking, but no wear to the stanchions. Not really much in the way of damage, just a tiny surface scratch there on the stanchion. So all in all, fully functioning, if somewhat scruffy, pair of forks. But once cleaned up won't be too bad. Yeah, like those. Me likey very much. That is gonna snap. Tried to catch it, failed miserably. Right. I wish I didn't drop so much stuff because I find it very difficult bending down and picking stuff up being such a chubby bastard. What size frame is this anyway? I'm going to say 19. I guess, just looking at it. Oh, spot on, 19. Wow, it's quite light as well. So it's got, just looking at it, it's got a dent on the down tube there. Nothing too bad, you know, but it's there. You see that? Yeah, you can see that, can't you? Some scuffs on the bottom there where the fucking stupid stand was. Some badly touched up scuffs along the stays. But then the worst of it, look at the top tube there. What the fuck were they thinking there? They've made it worse touching it up. You'd be better off just fucking leaving it. It's not like it's gonna rust. Idiots. It's a tiny scuff as well. I might see if I can get that off. Try and clean that fucking paint off. It's like tiny scratches, and then someone's got like a 1-inch paintbrush to try and touch it up. Oh, for some reason we've got a bloody crosshead screw in there as well. Very nice and light those frames. Get the screw out, come on. Yeah, those bloody paint touch-ups fucking killed me, man. I mean, it's very rare that you can touch up paint and make it look any better. Especially if you ain't even colour matching it, like, you know. You'd have been better off just leaving it alone and putting a bit of clear coat over it to stop any corrosion. Fucking idiots. Right, so now I can feel those bearings properly, and what I thought was a smooth bearing was actually just this bloody end cap moving. And actually grab hold of the whole thing and turn it. Those bearings are shocking. Can you hear that? Rubbish. I was trying to hold the bearings right up by the microphone there so that you'd be able to hear just how bad they were. Of course, not realising that my fucking microphone wasn't working. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. No crappy sucking bearings. I don't even have the right tool to take those apart to service them. Yeah, being a fucking Mavic wheel, it needs its own proprietary tool in order to get the cover off and gain access to the bearings. Fucking typical. Dropped a fucking tile. Come here, stupid yellow bastard. Right, so we clip that one on there. Yeah, I'm pleased with the tyres though, no cracks in those tyres by the looks of it at all. Normally, in my experience, Continental tyres do like to crack, especially around where they've applied the graphics, if you like. This tube's stuck. Well and truly. Yeah, the reason why this one was so hard to get off is because it's a UST rim. So it's not supposed to have any rim tape, but some daft sod had already fucking gorilla taped the inside of it, and obviously then the tyre's really hard to get off the bead. That valve is like corroded in the valve hole. See, someone's been in here with the gorilla tape at some point as well. Let's get the tyre off out the way first, shall we? I'm pretty sure these wheels have been run tubeless before. It's got all the telltale signs of corrosion around the actual inside of the valve hole where the sealant's just been sitting against the alloy and corroding it away. We'll find out afterwards that the back one's even worse. Wow. I don't know what's going on with that. It's so stuck to the rim. Oh dear. Ah, there you go. That's not good for the old arthritis in the thumbs, that, you know. Not good at all. Yeah, kids, if an adult ever tells you when you're young to not crack your fucking knuckles, just pay attention, will you? Because if you keep doing it, you are going to have really bad arthritis, just like me. There we go, tyres off. We'll use them again. Look at that. It's proper stuff, look at that. Oh. So those will go in the back of the garage for another 10 years before I decide to actually replace the bearings and get the right tools for the job. Yeah, that's never going to happen. Yep. Don't expect to see those back on the bottom. When it doesn't want to come off, it makes you look like a twat. Come on, let's go. Oh, easy peasy. That was very loose. That was almost too loose. I promise I didn't pre-loosen it. Right, so this is a SRAM one. Looking at it, there's loads of life left in that as well. That hasn't seen much wear. The good thing about these is that it is like a 1.5mm Allen key on the back, and you can literally undo it, take the whole unit apart and clean it all thoroughly, each cog individually, put it back together, and it'll look almost as good as new. What are the bearings like on the back? Ooh, they're promising. They're nice and smooth. And the 3 hubs nice too. That's better. Are you listening, front wheel? Why couldn't you have been good? Why couldn't you have had nice smooth bearings? Stupid wheel. Oh, nearly dropped a wheel. Dropped a skewer. Not a skewer. Drop the tire lever, and it's the yellow one again. Why are you causing all the trouble, yellow one? Wow. So that's crusty in there. I'd have to clean that up and see just how much of that is actually corrosion. There's definitely some corrosion around Have a pick at it. Yeah, God's sake. So this is something I find quite a lot with Mavic wheels. Even more so with tubeless ones. They get this corrosion of the alloy on the inner wall. So I'm just literally, you can see what's falling out of it. I'm not really attacking that, I'm literally just rubbing against it with this pick. And it's just falling apart. Take a look at our inner wall at the spoke hole, at the valve hole. Take a look at that. Rotten. Absolutely rotten. So, another wheel that we won't be using again. Thank you for that rear wheel. I thought you were my friend. I thought we were friends. It would appear not. Right, Mavic wheel, you suck. You suck dick. Okay. So the wheels are a bit of a write-off, but the fork's good. The bottom bracket was half a write-off. Frame's okay. Let's move on to the second one. Right. Now then, Gold Rockhopper, you're going to be better or worse. Right, let's get the wheels out. Well, that's really smooth. That's stiffer than anything. Oh, drop the pick. Fucking pick. Let's fuck these wheels up out of the way. That's causing trouble. Stay. Let's get this one out. Oh my god. Wow, wow, wow. Why on earth did anybody do the quick release up there? That's tight.
What I noticed with this one was that everything was unnecessarily over-tightened, while some fucking ham-fisted idiot imbecile had been fucking let loose on it.
Right, so what wheels have we got on here then? Specialized branded hub, DT Swiss 445D rim. Very crusty. I'll look at that in a minute. Now on the front, matching, so it's got matching wheels. Just like red matching wheels on the other one, didn't do us any good, did it? Put them down there for now.
No, it certainly fucking didn't, Franksy.
Starting again at 0.75. And again, there's loads of wear left on that. It's nowhere near. Nowhere near to going in. No. So another potential chain that we can reuse. Another chain that we could potentially reuse. We've got a split link this time, jolly good. So I'm using the shit tool. I need to find my topic one. The topic one's much better. Yeah, there's my guys. Let's go.
That fucking chain tool's going in the bin. What's the point of having it as a spare if it just makes your life a fucking misery?
Look, drop fucking chain. That's disgusting, that sound. Absolutely disgusting. So disgusting, I can't even tell what make it is. That's seriously crap. That's crapioca. Well, this rear jockey wheel on the bottom has definitely seen better days. There's like no teeth left on it, it's almost round. Yeah, don't think we'll be using that one again. let's check these brakes out. Oh, again, loads of life left on the pad. Got red pads in here, I wonder what they are. But how does it actually feel movement wise? Both pistons are moving, but it's not the freest lever there ever. That's very clunky. Strip them down, clean them up, change the fluid, see how they turn out. Again, lots of corrosion around the lever, mostly, and that'll just be due to fucking dotful fluid leaking. Wow.
Yeah, bloody shut up, fucking seagulls.
Too fucking okay, this one, the pads are really rusted. Again, there's lots of material on them, but the actual backing plates are really rusted. Both pistons are moving equally and freely. So again, that'll go in my pile of things to fucking service. Things to service. Because it never ends. Get some of these bolts out and then we'll get the cranks off and see how that bolt bracket feels. Drop to bolt. And that was my head on the fucking end of the handlebars. This toe peak bottle cage here, and it's adjustable for that, so you can put your little bottles of Coke in it, or your big fat water bottles. I quite like that. I don't know how often you'd actually adjust it once you got it set up, but see, these guys are always thinking about us, always innovating, aren't they? See, that didn't bloody catch on there, did it? Can't imagine every water bottle manufacturer out there going, yeah, that's what we need. We need to adjust them. This thing's skinny bottles. Yeah, but I want to carry my cans of Red Bull. So this one's got one with the safety clip in there as well. I wonder if the pin's broken off this one like it was on the last one. And that one's broke as well. You believe it? What a shit design. It's almost like it was an afterthought. Like someone went, what would happen if the bolts came undone and the end preloader came undone? Would the crank could just slide off? In the real world, that was never going to happen. But then someone went, oh, we'll have to make a little something to retain it. But look at that. Another one completely bust. That one looks like it got completely bent on installation. It's completely flattened. Just a waste of time. Another one for the bin. That's got a nice amount of grease on that shaft. I keep telling you, I told you in the last video, always grease your shaft, and got criticised I was being lewd and rude and downright crude. Not fucking Lloyd. Super duper. Pooper scooper. Excellent. That'll get reused for there for show. For show. Right, time to do front end. I might need a mallet again in a minute. So So this one's had a bit of a bar upgrade. We've got an Eastern Monkey Bar EA70. Yes, we like it very much. We keep this one. Brute force. There's nothing that can't be solved with brute force. Right, what we got here? Apart from lots of little bits of black tape where it had a bit of cable rub and someone's tried to cover it up. So this one's got motion control the same as the other one, but a slightly different top cap. Yeah, and this one's got a floodgate as well. This one is also a dual air spring. We lost the rebound knob off the bottom of this one there, so we'll have to see if we can find one of those. And this one is a Reba SL. How does she function? Seals are all cracked. That's a bloody good start. Stanchions tidy. Slight scuffing on them, but nothing major. Lowers, again, decals are all scuffed up, especially on the left side.
Again, functionally, these forks appear to be working perfectly, which I guess is testament to RockShox's build quality, because I can't imagine that looking at the state of these bikes that these forks have ever actually been serviced.
Okay, so we borrowed the little red rebound knob, little red knob from the white Rebas. Don't worry, you can have your knob back after. I'm not going to keep it. So we borrowed that, we tested everything on there. Those forks, apart from the seals having those slight cracks in them, those forks actually work really well. So we'll clean those up and those can go back on as well. I've already got the top head set out, and I didn't drop it. Just saying that in case you think I dropped it and just didn't fit. Let's get the bottom one out. So, let's give this one a quick inspection. Again, very light, very dirty, very light. We've got a big sticker on the bottom of this one. It's falling apart to get that off. Scuffs, but no dents, no cracks. Got a nice scratch across the top there. Presumably where the handlebars are spun around and the brake levers had a gouging attempt there. I'll show you that. Just there. Disgusting. I mean, look, talk about disgusting. Look at the state of this. Yeah. Anyway, we'll clean them all up and take it from there. But yeah, nice frame that. Not too bad at all. Down there with his brother. Now let's take a look at these wheels. Take a look at wheels. Let's get this disc brake rotor off. Tyre off. Again, we've got a Continental on the front. It's a vertical 2.3. Quite a loose fit by the looks of it. one lever removal. Inner tube straight out. Oh, it's a slime inner tube. I hate those buggers.
Just to be clear, slime inner tubes are actually a brand. I don't hate just slime inner tubes. I hate any inner tube that's got sealant inside it. And the reason? Because none of the fuckers ever work.
Make a mess inside your tyre. That's quite a loose tyre fit, straight off. Again, no issues with this tyre, so that's definitely one that we can use again. Put that down there next to those gravities. It's a very light front wheel actually. Very skinny, very light. How many spokes have we got in this one? 28, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. I didn't think it was a 32 looking at it, but the gaps are just slightly too much in between each spoke. So that's a nice lightweight wheel. Bearings feel great. Seems to spin fairly true. We like that. If you're paying attention there, Mavic, we like this DT Swiss much better than you. Not rotten. No crappy bearings. Lighter than you as well by the feel of it. Just check that. Yeah, slightly. Slightly lighter. And the back one. This back one looks like it had all the pigeon shit on it. This back one is disgusting. Cobwebs. Galore. Leaves. Horrible. On the back here we've got a Mountain King, so it's all Continental today. I guess the bloke who owned these bikes was really into Continental tyres. Cassette off. The last one was really loose, the last cassette, so hopefully this one is too, just to make life easy for me. No, it's rock solid. Oh. There we go. No sweat. No sweat cassette. Looks like some budget Shimano one. Yeah. Put it in the parts washer so it comes out. Teeth wise it looks fine. So. But again, that's not a surprise, the chain I've got hardly any wear on it. I feel like these bikes never saw much use. Well, certainly not since whenever the chains and cassettes were last changed. Chain rings as well, chain rings all look great. This tyre's no good. Someone's been doing skids with this back tyre, definitely. It's now got one of those semi-slicks where it's just got lugs on the side and nothing in the middle. This is a slime tube as well, I can tell. They're just pointless, man. They just make your wheels heavy. Just carrying all that sludge around, it's not going to help you when you get a puncture anyway. It's just going to make it harder for you to repair the inner tube. Stupid things. Stupid things. Should we get the bead off all the way around first? That'd be a fucking help. Right, so that tyre is scrap. Someone's been putting stupid skids on it. You're crappy scrap. How does this feel? This is a bit heavier. Probably heavier than the Mavic wheel. Bearings feel good though. We'll re-grease them just as a matter of course, but they feel fine. Yeah, spinning a bit freer than that. How many spokes have we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 32. So it's a 28 front, 32 rear. Which kind of makes good sense, to be honest. So that's both bikes fully stripped out. So then I'm going to spend the next 65 years cleaning it all up. And then I'll be back with a build video. I might do a parts video in between. Or I might just go straight to building them both up. And then my kids will finally be able to ride them. Just in time for Christmas. Thank God that amateur hour's over. Join me next time when hopefully I'll get the fucking audio right, hey?